Back-to-back promotions have been achieved and we are on a warpath to become a Premier League club. Gillingham from League 2 to the Championship. Now in the Championship it will be harder than it's ever been before, but we are more than up to the challenge. I cannot wait. Season 3 is here, looking to go back to back in terms of promotion. Strap yourselves in, lads. Hit that subscribe button. This season, the hardest yet, but it's going to be a big one. Yes, lads, welcome back to the channel. So as you can see, of course, we are now in the Championship. Very happy to be here amongst some clubs of some real notoriety. No offense to League 1 and League 2, but this is it. This is our first taste of the big time. But I'll be honest with you, lads, when you look at this Championship, I'm not going to lie, this is a winnable Championship. Of course, the big teams in there, you know, you've got the likes of Southampton, Sheffield United, I think are quite good on this game, Middlesbrough, Coventry, but listen, it is absolutely fine. There's no sort of current Premier League teams in it at all, which is absolutely massive for us. If we have a look at the season preview, it's actually Sunderland that are favourites to go up. And then if you look down, you've got your likes of Ipswich, etc., etc. Where are we? Well, we are 400 to 1 odds to actually get promoted in this league. So I cannot wait. I mean, look at some of the names that Sunderland have got in their team. This is going to be a testament to how tough this league really is. Xhaka, Mukiele. So some very good teams, some very good players. But ultimately, as I say, I just see it as a little bit winnable. And I tell you what, if I had it my way, I'd be sticking some money on me. To go and get promoted on this one. So yeah, a massive season ahead. Let's see how we get on. So first of all, I just wanted to show you the fixtures very quickly. Leicester City up first, very tough test. And to be honest with you, these first few games here, there's a few sprinkled difficult games. Well, do you know what? Actually, no. Every game is going to be tough. We are 400 to 1 to actually win the league. So that's going to show you how difficult it is. But I do feel as though we can get off to a semi-decent start here. And as we go through, of course, it's just going to be difficult. There's going to be always those one or two very tough games all throughout the season. And then when we get down to the end, last season's, it's been, you know, promotion, you know, are we going to go up? We've been so clear in terms of promotion, in terms of automatic promotion. These last few games have never really mattered. But that run-in April next year could be huge because we might be needing it to stay in the league. So as you can see, we are just at the Leicester game. We're at the start of the season. But I wanted to just quickly show you the recruitment that's been done so far. So outgoings first. James Furlong has gone on loan to Wimbledon. A very solid League One player. I personally just thought, though, he's not quite good enough to be a championship defender. Even if it is just coming off the bench, he's very close, but I just wanted to make sure that we had as much depth as possible. So he was our first outgoing. Following on from that, we decided to send Aaron Bott out on loan. A goalkeeper that does have a lot of good potential, a lot of good stats as well. I mean, that aerial reach, for example, stands out. The one-on-ones, kicking. So a goalkeeper certainly for the future, but ultimately he was rotting on the bench. And I just wanted to get him out on loan, get him some experience, and hopefully he can come back and either still be a backup to us, but just have had that experience out on loan. That's what we wanted from him. Then we got rid of Bradley Dack, down to Buxton he went. We let him go for free. I didn't want any money for him. Realistically, I was never going to get any money for him. Still, very good mental stats, but the technical stats, they're beginning to slow down. The physicals, almost non-existent at this point. So, Bradley Dack, a great servant, but as you can tell by where he's gone, never in a million years good enough, even to be emergency backup for us. I mean, he's a fringe player at Buxton. That says it all. And then I decided to make the call and loan out Sam Gale. Now, Sam Gale, to me, is a player that has done a lot of good things for us, but ultimately has fell victim to how good Connor Masterson and Andy Smith have been. So, centre-backs, he's never going to get a game for us this season, realistically. And I still believe in him. I mean, 2.6 to 3.6 million. He's contracted till 2029. I just feel as though he needed to go and get some time on loan. And you can tell Leyton Orient, a great club for him. They're covering, I think, 90% of his wage as well. So it doesn't cost us anything, really. And it will give him so much good experience. I want him to come back and be that sort of like right-sided centre-back sort of thing that we need. Because tactics-wise, I'm not going to tweak anything yet. But if we need to, across the next 2 seasons, we might end up switching to something a little bit more defensive. And him as a right-back that can shift inside and play that centre-back when we've got the ball could be perfect. So high hopes for Sam Gale, hoping he can go out on loan and really hit the ground running. Then after that, we did sell Seb Palmer-Holden. We sold him for £1 million, which I'll be honest, I think is a great deal. Yes, he's a player that could have some decent potential, and his stats are good. The problem for me is we just did not see eye to eye. If you've watched the last few episodes, I mean, the last season, to be honest, he just wasn't good enough. I brought him off the bench. I needed him to be an impact sub, and he didn't like that first and foremost, which made him unhappy. But ultimately, the amount of chances that he missed, the penalty at the end of the season just topped it off for me. So Seb Palmer-Holden, as good as a player as he may have been and may still be in the future, right now, I think we can do better. So I've decided to cash in and £1 million back into the budget. I think that's a fantastic deal, personally. I'm very, very happy with it. We then also cashed in on Ogie as well, another player that ultimately I felt as though had a bit of a potential with us, but realistically never developed, never had the time to develop. You know, another player like Sam Gale, Masterson and Smith, they've been so solid. I have to keep my faith in them if I'm going to be honest. So Ogie, bit of a straightforward one, £20,000. Could have got a lot more for him, but ultimately just wanted him off the wages. As you're all aware, financial fair play. Been a bit of a stickler for us, so just wanted him gone. So then on to incomings, and as you can see, we've got another Raksaki in our ranks. That is right, we've gone for Jessurun Raksaki, the right winger, and he has come in to be a backup / first choice. We'll see how he gets on. Every position is up for grabs, as it always with the way that I like to manage the team. But he has come in, and it really annoys me that on the outgoings, it doesn't show you the contracts, the people that contracts have expired, because I was going to get to it, and I will say it now, but Malcolm has gone. We have decided to let Malcolm go in a pursuit to try and get someone like Raksaki on similar wages that has a bit of a higher ceiling. So Malcolm Ebewiye, and I think I managed to get it towards the end, but we'll always know him as Malcolm. He has left the club. My very first signing for Gillingham as well, so that was a bit of an emotional one to see him go. But this is the thing. When you go up the leagues, you have to be prepared to let players go. And with this, we had to do it. And Raksaki, look at those stats. He is certainly an upgrade on Malcolm and maybe can even nail down the starting position. Then, goalkeeper-wise, we decided to go for someone. So Oliver Watmouth, good player, feared as though he isn't what we need. If we had another season in League One, I think I'd have gone for him and tried to sign him. But ultimately, we needed someone with more experience. So I've gone for Ivan Xiao. We'll call him Ivan Xiao. And great stats, very, very well-rounded goalkeeper, 6'4", 25 years of age, someone that can come in and be a very solid keeper for us. And if he does get better, because of how well-rounded he is, we're going to see that he's going to really get a lot better. So I've got a lot of high hopes for him. He's, the number one for us this season. He will certainly be, with Aaron Bott going out on loan. So yeah, a lot of high hopes for him, hoping he can do very good things for us. And as I say, 6'4", massive frame. I think he'll suit the Championship very well. Then, of course, we needed a backup goalkeeper. And I think this is a really smart signing. 6'4" again, George Long, 33 years of age, so very experienced. And when required, he will play. And he will play, maybe the cup games. We've got a game against Northampton, I think it is, in the Carabao Cup. That's the one, not the Vertu Trophy. We've left that behind. Do not talk to me about the Vertu Trophy again. So I think this is a very clever signing, someone that can just come in, play the odd game here and there. And then finally, right back wise, all of these on free transfers, by the way. We might spend some money. I'm unsure just yet on who that may be. But we've got this man here, Daniel Bandraki. Do you know what I should do before I start filming? I should actually look into how you say these names. So I hate to be that guy again, but we're going to call him Daniel. So Daniel has come in. Now, Daniel was an interesting one. I was looking at a couple of right backs, and he at 19 just stood out to me. First and foremost, have a look at those physicals. Really, really solid physicals for Daniel there. In terms of the mental side of things as well, really, really solid all across the board. And the technical stats too. He is going to be an absolute gem of a signing, already valued at 6.8 to 7.6 million. Really, really happy with getting Daniel in. Now, as you can see, we're at the Leicester game. So here is what's going to happen. We are still going to make a lot of signings. So what I'm going to do, let me actually go on to it here. So if I get the fixture schedule up, We will play the Leicester game, of course, live. I'll then play Northampton, Oxford, QPR, and West Brom, I think, off camera. We're going to play a live game against Birmingham. We're then going to do this one off camera against Millwall. We'll finish... Oh, wait. Yeah. For some reason, I thought I was on the wrong month then. We are in the right place. I'm doing what I'm supposed to. We'll then play the Millwall game. And then we'll also... Off camera, though. We'll play Coventry City on camera live with all of our new signings, and we will end the episode there. So... the squad is a little bit bare bones at this moment right now. So I will pick the team and I'll see you in the game. But just know we've got a lot of signings still to come. All right, then. I've just made sure the camera is still rolling after the last episode. Literally lifting the trophy and my camera decides to die. So the first team talk. In the first season in the Championship, we are back where we belong. And we're the underdog today. But that suits us, lads. That suits us a lot. Let's go and, a few surprises. The team, we don't have a striker. We don't have a left back. Poor planning from me, maybe, but financially, I have to be so careful. Leicester look like they've got a great team. So we've got a lot of academy lads on the bench. So expect to see some young lads getting themselves out there. And we'll have to see how we get on, but I'm not expecting us to start well. I need to get some players in the door, and then we can get our full team together. But a lot of regulars, a few debuts to Raksaki. James Berry is up front. That's why you can tell we've got no strikers. Andy Lyons at left back. Daniel plays at right back. Other than that, you know the rest of the boys. Oh, of course, Sal in goal as well. So up the Gills. Come on, back in the Championship. Let's do this. Andy Lyons has pinched the ball here for Tawu, though. So quick, isn't he? He'll get that back. And Leicester seeming to be the better team here so far. We haven't really had the ball too much. Fatawu past Andy Lyons. Tracks back well, but Fatawu is tearing us open here. Amdouni off the post. It looked like it went in as Daniel clears the ball away. It is all Leicester here. All Leicester in these first 35 minutes. Relentless. And it's Abdul Fatawu that is causing the most issues for us. So, you know what? In fact, no, I'll wait till halftime. I was going to use my first shout, but we will wait till halftime to speak to the lads. Yeah, do you know what? I'm disappointed we've had the possession because that's where we're going to get the chances, you know. So hopefully in this second half, the boys can turn things around, get a few chances, and let's see how we can do. Here come Leicester again, then Hamza Chowdhury. And I think that the lack of a real striker threat is, we had Shaquille Van Persie last season. A player like him would just be very good for us. Now, here is Fatawu again. Just can't stop him. The ball comes in. It's 2-0. It's Al Khanous that gets the goal. I mean, look, these have got such a good team. Remember, this is our third season, so imagine how good Fatawu, Al Khanous are going to be at this point here. A really nice Leicester goal. It is correct. Fatawu, instrumental in it again. Oliver Skip plays the ball into Al Khanous here, sorry. And it is just a nice finish. Just trying to see if anyone wasn't marking. It's just one of those goals. It's just one of those goals. So I guess I'll use this as a bit of a test. And maybe just try and go attacking here. See if we can just get any chances created. Oh boy. Yeah, this is what I mean. I'm just going to use these as tests to see if the tactic does need tweaking. Andy Lyons, though, what a tackle. First time he stopped Fatawu, and we are now on the counter. Andy Lyons up to Dobra, signed a new contract in the summer. Here's Vergara. Oh, I tell you what, it's offside anyway, doesn't matter. But that was a big chance. But okay, we've gone attacking, and it looks as though we've had our first chance, our first major highlight. Right, we've made a couple of subs as Andy Smith wins it back there. Vergara. Here is Raksaki. Raksaki to Vergara. Can he find him again? He won't. Here's Daniel. First time seeing him in an attacking position. Finds Matete. Lovely football here, lads. Ball in. And Raksaki has made it 2-1. He has made it 2-1. A massive goal for us there. Here is Daniel. Plays it to Matete. Matete, who, by the way, what a signing he's proven to be. Raksaki there. Gets it past Stalazic. Again, football manager with the craziness there. But Stalazic can't do anything. And now, all of a sudden, Gillingham have got our tails up. Now, we've brought on Basana Grant up front for James Berry. He is a 17, maybe 16-year-old academy player. This is how bare bones we are at the moment. We've got signings in the pipeline, sorry. But here comes Dobra to Vergara. Oh, it's hit the bar. It's hit the bar, but Gillingham, tails are up, and we are playing some lovely, lovely football here. Lovely football. Come on then, lads. Do you know what? I will now use my first ever shout. I think my game is really struggling. I don't know if you can see this on the video. It's a little bit laggy. But we will use our first shout here, and we will encourage the boys to keep going. Loving what I'm seeing here. Here comes Marcus Edwards. Come on, lads. Can we win the ball back again? Christensen. Goes back to Stalazic. Okay, Leicester. They're playing some nice patient football, but we're looking to pounce. Can we win it back? Oh, what a ball that is. What a ball that is. Oliver Skip with his second assist for the second goal for Alcanus. And yeah, great goal. Can't really take anything away from that. Really, really nice finish there. Really nice finish. It's the ball here from Oliver Skip. Just completely takes us out. Close down. Just not. Yeah, he's just... Daniel sort of let him go, and it's a good finish there. Sal, no chance. It is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. We've gone attacking. We're going for it. And it hasn't quite necessarily worked. We've seen a big improvement, but we knew we'd leave ourselves open there. So, I mean, look at that. Leicester playing some lovely stuff. Here we go then. Daniel on the ball. I mean, if we can get a goal back, we're not out of the game. We're not out of the game. Come on, Daniel. Let's see what you're about, son. Raksaki, who's had a very good first game for us. Daniel through to Vergara. Back to Raksaki. There's a little combination between those two there. I'm liking that. Here is Raksaki through on goal. Oh, we've hit the post again. I mean, we've hit the bar, we've hit the post. Killer. Absolutely killer. But Vergara, he has been superb. 6.2 rating. Do not buy into that. He's been far better than that. Header comes in. They'll get it away. Harvey White will be on the ball. Here is Masterson. Andy Smith. Here's Daniel. Come on, Daniel. What have you got? I mean, we've got players that are tired. I can't take them off. I just don't have the subs. The only sub I'd want to bring on is Adamu Edet, who is a centre attacking mid, but I'm not taking Vergara off in this game. Not at all. Masterson loses the ball. Andy Smith wins it back, but it's not strong enough. Here's Fatawu. Guides past Dobra. Ball through to Marcus Edwards. He's had a good game as well. Alcanus looking for a hat-trick. They're toying with us. They're toying with us. Marcus Edwards. Look at this. Esposito. They've gone all the way back there. I feel like they had a good chance to get a shot off. Here's Fatawu. Great ball. What a ball that is. Alcanus. What a ball that is from Fatawu. What a ball. Completely takes us out of the game. Now, at 4, I think I'm going to go and switch us back to defensive and just let's keep the goal difference. But look at this from Fatawu. Weak foot pass. Andy Smith. Absolutely no chance. Masterson, no chance. Alcanus through on goal for his hat-trick. A great start to the season. This is for Leicester. Maybe to be expected, and we've got a serious task on our hands here, but we'll just try and see this game out now and just try and hold the goal difference if we can. I mean, here is Raksaki. Dobra will go for it. Doesn't get it. Chowdhury wins the ball well there. Here's Fatawu. Oh, lovely. He's just so good. He's just so good. And I tell you what, if that had gone in, I'd have had no complaints. No complaints whatsoever. Here is Sal on the ball. Yeah, waste time. Waste time because it's been a difficult day out for us here. As Dobra finds Raksaki. Go on, Raksaki, what have you got? Do you know what? We've had our chances. We've had our chances and we've not taken them. They've had their chances and they have taken them. Fair play to them. I will actually make a change now. I'll bring on a couple of the academy lads. Well, I'll bring on one. And I'll tell you what as well, Luke Ayling. I forgot Luke Ayling was on the bench. He can come on as well, maybe just to shore things up a little bit. It is what it is. It is what it is, unfortunately. It is what it is. But as I say, we've had our chances to try and get in this game. Hit the bar, hit the post. It is one of those things. One of those things. As they're coming forward here now. There's Chowdhury on the ball. One back by Dobra. Now here is Adamu Ede, our young attacking midfielder. And he just can't quite get the ball on target. But a good effort from him though. Some promising signs. Again, someone who won't be with us this season, but maybe the following season could get some more game time. Not quite ready, as you may be able to tell, but shows some important signs. And that is full time. We've lost to the better team, but we had our chances. We really, really did. And in terms of the experiment, now, Sir Alex Ferguson, when Aston Villa lost 5-0 to Newcastle, on the first game of the season, when he was asked who is the best team that he saw on the opening weekend, he said Aston Villa were up there, right? Which at the time I was thinking, Sir Alex has lost his mind early doors here. But in actual fact, and I don't know why I've got a black screen. Okay, all sorted. But he said that. Now, maybe some people can look at that performance from us and think the same because we're lacking a lot of players. And ultimately, when we get those players, when we're playing like that, we hit the bar, we hit the post, we're playing some nice football, I actually think we'll be all right. So I'm going to keep the tactics as they are at the minute, even though we lost 4-1. That is the table after game week 1. So what I will do is I will see you guys back for the Birmingham game. We'll play that live as a Villa fan. Want to try and make sure I win that one, of course. And we'll play that game live. We'll see if there's any new transfers by then. And then, of course, after deadline day, we'll play Coventry, go through the team, set our expectations as well for the season once we've had a few games in. And yes, I'll see you then. All right then, lads, we are back and we have made a few signings. We're here right for the Birmingham game. So up first, we have signed a left back. You know me, I like to scour Europe and the Dutch league just has so many good players in them. So on loan, we've got Matthew Mparaganda. I think I can say his last name. I won't call him Matthew. Mparaganda has joined us on loan. Looks to be a really solid player. Great physicals, decent mentals, and the technicals will only get better as the season goes on. Still in the hunt for another left back, so we'll see who we get following there. After that, we then signed Leo Castledine, free agent, former Chelsea centre attacking midfielder. I think this is going to be a really good signing. I'm anticipating at some point Vergara will move on. As good as he is, he's likely going to move on. He has a release clause in his contract. I think we'll see him move on at some point. So we've got Leo Castledine in to come off the bench. And he's also got a bit of variety where he can play, but to come off the bench, play really well for us and eventually fit into that role. So very happy with Leo Castledine there, again on a free transfer. And then we signed this man, Divim Mbama. I'm going all in on Mbama, if I'm going to be completely honest. Great physicals, great mentals, and really good technical stats as well. And he's only going to get better. I'm going all in on him. I've offered him a very large wage. I may have gone a bit overboard on that one, but I just really wanted to get this deal done. I wanted us to own more of our players. I didn't want us to keep having so many loans that we rely on. I wanted some players to build the squad around. He is one of them. I'm expecting him to hit the ground running. Following on from that, we have then got Romain Mundell from Sunderland, and we actually paid $240,000 for him. I think it's worth it. Really decent stats, especially for where we want him to play in that inside forward position. Great dribbling, decent finishing, decent crossing, decent first touch, all of the things I want him to be. Get the ball quickly, fast movement, create some chaos. So he has come in and he's already done very well for us. I'm very impressed with how he has started on things. We then got a number 2 striker, and that's Liam Cullen, formerly of Swansea, of course. I just thought on a free transfer, let's bring him in to play second choice / maybe trying to get that top spot off Mbama. great finishing. Even if he comes on, I feel as though he's going to be a really good player to do so. So very happy with this. An experienced championship striker signing just to help us in terms of the league and how difficult it is. So there you go. So let's see how we got on then. And we played up against Northampton here. And to be completely honest, I played a very rotated side. I didn't want to throw too many first team players in there. We had to be honest, just because of the lack of players we had at this point. But we lost the game 3-2. Genuinely, a blessing in disguise, this one, because ultimately this competition, it is important. All cup competitions are important, but this competition here, the extra games, I'm fine with us not being in this competition as we were last season, focusing on the league and the FA Cup. Then we played Oxford and picked up our first point in the championship. We drew 0-0. They were arguably the better team looking at the stats here, but ultimately no one really deserved to win the game. And you can sort of see that 0-0, but to be honest with you, I'll completely take it just to get a point on the board. Still at this point, we were recruiting players as well. And Bama played his first game for us, but we weren't at our full strength, not at our full capacity. We're still not now, but we're getting closer. So 0-0 on this one, I'll take that. Then we played QPR and we were by far the better team in this game, which I was very pleased about. They may have had more of the ball, but we created the better chances. Harvey White with the penalty in the 83rd minute. And then, of course, Leo Castledine with his first goal for the club in the 95th minute. So we left it late, but we got all 3 points. And I was very happy. Two clean sheets in the last 2 games and all 3 points. What a great result, because away at QPR, that's a tough game. We then had another tough away game on paper against West Brom, but completely dominated them on all fronts. Dobra, Harvey White, and Mundell with the goals. So really, really happy. Another Harvey White penalty as well, but really, really happy. They've got, I didn't even notice Lucas Paqueta plays for West Brom. Lucas Paqueta plays for West Brom. That is crazy. 29-year-old Lucas Paqueta in the championship. That is insane. He is far too good for this league. But we won. We were 3-0 up, went to 3-1. And to be honest with you, they didn't really deserve the goal they got anyway. So a great performance there. And that has left us in this position. So let me show you where we are in the championship. So 4 games gone. 1 defeat, 1 draw, 2 wins. Very happy with that. Positive goal difference after that first game as well. Very impressive. And we are just outside the playoff race. Birmingham, who we've got next, they've not had a great start. They haven't won yet. So let's get into this game and see if we can make that 5 games, no wins. All right then, Birmingham, here we go then. Decent side that they've got. They've not started amazingly. But as I say, early doors, 4 games in, us basically full strength. Andy Lyons picked up a slight knock, so he's on the bench. But this is a game we're looking to see if we can get all 3 points and continue. We've had back-to-back wins, and of course before that we're unbeaten in 3. So after the first game of the season, like I said to you, I just felt as though we might be one of those teams that on paper didn't do very well. In actuality, we're a very solid team still. So up against Birmingham, I'm an Aston Villa fan. This is a big game for me. Up the Gills, let's go and get 3 points. Ethan led for them early on. Another away game. This is what can I say? This is 3 away games back to back. This is crazy. Here's Gardner Hickman. Great ball. Kyogo. I thought he was going to make that 1-0 3 minutes in. Fortunately for us, he didn't. Awful in real life, to be honest with you. He has not had a great start at Birmingham, but came close there. Here's Ethan Laird again as Birmingham try and come out of their own half. Early doors then. They've got a lot of the ball. They're a better team than it sort of the league table lets on. And Watson there plays it through to Leonard. Can we defend this? Can we defend this? Watson's ball in's dangerous. Edozie off the post, and I tell you what, we need to wake up. We need to wake up. 2 early scares in the first 6 minutes. Time to wake up, lads. I put Mundell on instead of Dobra just because I feel as though he deserves a start. Remember what I said? Everyone is playing for the shirts always. Right then, half time. They make 2 changes, which is interesting, but nothing has happened since those first 2 early scares. So the thing is, would I take a point here? I probably would. I probably would take a point here. They're going to be a decent side all season. They'll get there eventually. But if we can snatch one, that would be superb. Just need to start having more shots on target in the second half. 62 minutes in, the first highlight of the second half as well. It really has been a bit of a nothing game. And I tell you what, I'm really needing Divin and Bama to start having some better performances. Every game, he looks like a candidate to be taken off. As here come Birmingham. Watson drives into the box. Big chance for them. Watson makes it 1-0. Tommy Watson for Birmingham makes it 1-0. Okay. We've got to, we've got to come out of this now. Got to come out of this. Unsure what I want to do here, to be honest. Unsure what I want to do. It's a nice goal from Watson. Sal. He's an interesting one. Makes some good saves, but has those odd movement. A goalkeeper that just has odd movement. So here's what I'm going to do. It's kind of say as well, it's so nice to have more subs. So nice to have more subs. I'm just going to freshen it up in that sort of left-hand side area. We'll leave Divin out there for a little bit longer before we bring Cullen on. Come on, lads. We've gone to positive. Let's see if we can get some chances. Here is Damari Gray. Great ball forward. Kyogo. This looks like a Birmingham chance here. And I tell you what a save that is. What a save that is from Xiao. Xiao. I should really look how to say his name. But great save from him. Few minutes to go. Here is Tom Watson. And I'll be honest with you, no complaints here if we lose this game. Birmingham completely outclassed us. Fortunate it's still 1-0. Would love it if we could sneak a winner. Don't think it's going to quite happen here. They're playing some lovely football. But Raksaki's won the ball there. Come on, Raksaki. He's been superb. And the finish just isn't good enough. It just is not good enough from Raksaki there. Not quite good enough. And it looks as though this game... Oh, hold on a minute. I mean, it's a free kick for them in a good area. Damari Gray over the ball. 2-0 would be a fair result if they do get a second goal here, because we've just not been at the races today at all. Damari Gray goes short. Can we steal it? No, you can't leave him that. Yeah. Oh, good save. Good save from Xiao. I need to know how to say his name. We'll go short. Not sure if the highlight will continue here, but hopefully we can try and build some nice football. Castledine gives it away. It's another free kick there. Another free kick for Birmingham. And we're gonna get to see the free kick as well. We're going to get to see it. Even though we've gone attacking, it hasn't really done much for us. Damari Gray takes his time. Hey, ref, how long's this? I tell you what. The ref's a Blues fan. Ball into the back post. It's cleared from Smith. And Dobra will get it. And we will counter here. Come on, Dobra. Bit of quality needed. Gardner Hickman nearly stops him. Can't quite stop him. Dobra drives to the box. In. And Liam Cullen makes it 1-1 in the 88th minute. Come on, son. There we go. That's what we said. We needed someone that can come into this team, an experienced striker. Right place, right time. Divin and Bama is the future, but Liam Cullen is the here and now. Dobra, absolutely quality. Puts the ball in the mixer. Liam Cullen is there, and we don't really deserve anything from this game. They've been the better team. 2-0, I just said, would have been a fair result. Now, staring down the barrel of a very, very good point. Oh, no. Oh, it's our corner. Hold on a minute. We're not going to do it, are we? Surely. We've gone defensive. Leo Castledine, please don't get countered, lads. Just no counter-attack. Raksaki picks it up. Back to Castledine. Raksaki and Castledine, surely not. Surely not. Castledine. Oh! It's gone in, and it is 2-1 to Gillingham. Oh, my word. Birmingham fans, did you see how humble I was being? I was being so humble. Not anymore. St Andrews, this is our ground. Look at this. What a turnaround. Leo Castledine, who I brought on early doors in this game. The 1-2s with Raksaki. Lovely bit of feet here. Shifts inside. Lovely little turn there as well. What a signing he'll be. Into the far corner. And from nothing we've turned this game round. I knew there was a reason. That we were going to film this game live. And now don't do me dirty, lads. Don't do me... Oh, man. What a win that is. What a win that is. I mean, the stats towards the end of the game, they make it look a bit fairer. For me personally, they were by far the better team. And on another day, we're 3-0 down, completely out of the game. So what a performance that is there. Get in for this team talk. Get in, lads. Get in. Get in. What can I go for here? Yeah, eat their words. Eat their words. What a win that is. What a win that is. And we've not really had this in League One and League Two. We just walked it to be completely honest. What a win that is. Come on, boys. Birmingham City 1, Gillingham 2, an 89th and 92nd minute goal to win the game. We're up to 4th in the table. I will now play the Millwall game off camera, and then I will see you guys for that big game against Coventry with hopefully a few loan signings as well. Blues, 22nd place. Come on, you love to see it. Up the Gills. All right then, lads, we are back. The transfer window has finished, and I have 3 brand new signings to show you. So, up first, as you can see on screen, this is Andrea Natali. What a name, by the way. This guy already is good. Ballon d'Or future winner, Italian legend. It stinks of it. But he is really good. On loan from Bayer Leverkusen, really, really solid stats. Physicals, mentals, technicals, he has got it all. He's going to be a ball-playing centre-half for us. And I think he'll dislodge one of Smith or Masterson because he is very good. So that is who we brought in there in terms of centre-back. We also brought in Durate Cunha. Now, this guy looks very good. Plays on that right-hand side or the left-hand side as well. So I love having the flexibility between the wingers to go on either side. So we're very good in terms of the winger department. And I will go through the squad in a second just to show you who we've got in total. But yeah, Durate Cunha coming in from Porto. Really happy with this one. And then on a free transfer, we signed Josh Feeney. Only on 3.5 grand a week. He's our 4th choice centre-back. I think this was a really astute piece of business, to be honest with you, because, 6'4", very decent stat-wise, great passing as well in terms of coming in, doing a job. I think it's an upgrade on Sam Gale, it's an upgrade on OG, and that's what we wanted to do. So that is business concluded. 1 million in, 275k going out. Let's now have a look at the squad. So this is what we're left with. Now, you might think we're a little bit short in places, and we are. We will be looking to make 1 or 2, probably 1, maybe 2 free transfers, but I just want them to lower the wage demands, so I'm going to make them wait for a little bit. But this is the squad. Let me sort by position. So, of course, George Long, backup goalkeeper, even Xiao. And then, of course, in terms of centre-backs, we've got Natali, we've got Josh Feeney that we just mentioned, Luke Ayling, emergency cover for right-back and centre-back, which I'm absolutely buzzing about, Masterson, Smith, these boys, they've been with us from the start. Smith worth 8.6 to, wow, look at these boys go, they're flying. And we've got Daniel at right back, and we've got, I'm just going to call him Propaganda. I'm going to just call him Matthew Propaganda because Andy Lyons at right back as well, of course. Why is this guy here? Oh, it's because this is how few players we've got. Theo Thomas has been on the bench all season long. Jay Matete, Sam Raksaki, really solid in terms of DMs. Harvey White, Antonio Vergara, the main man in centre attacking midfield. The other Raksaki brother, we've got Jerison here, Leo Castledine, Durate Cunha, James Berry will now be 5th choice emergency cover. Really happy with him because his stats are still very good. Good enough to come in anyway. Mundell on the wings as well. Looks to be a great signing. Armando Dobra, our man that we got from League 2. Divin Mbama and Liam Cullen. So that is the squad. I think a left back would be good because I think Andy Lyons can do a job there, but a left back would be good. And I also think maybe a DM. But the problem is Sam Raksaki is our 3rd choice DM. I think he's really good. And so therefore, anyone that does come in, I don't want them taking him off the bench. So that's one to bear in mind. But at the minute, do you know what, Theo? If I need you, I'll call upon you. But let's get now into this big match against Coventry. Bajrami, that's not his name. Daniel picked up a 6-week injury. Not ideal at all, but Luke Ayling can come in on the bench. And Xiao has got food poisoning. So I will see you in the last game of the episode. Right then, big game here up against Coventry. We're basically full strength. George Long, of course, has to come in for Xiao. They've got a very good team. A very good team there. Oh, do you know what? Actually, I'm seeing a few weaknesses there. We sit in 9th. They sit in 16th. Not the best start for them. I completely forgot to show you the Millwall game. We lost 2-1. We dominated them. They had a man sent off in the 60th minute and we just could not score. So I will show you that in the fixture schedule after this game, but we did, in fact, drop points to Millwall. Millwall, man. The team that pushed us all the way to the end last season have beat us in the Championship. Very frustrating. But anyway, all eyes on this. We've got new signings in the squad. A few debuts will be made. Let's go and get 3 points and continue what I would say is a good start. Andy Lyons here on the ball for us. To Vergara. Andy Lyons, lovely little play there. Matete, here's Harvey White. Cullen, who's got the nod so far to Dobra, and it's 1-0 to Gillingham. Come on then. And yeah, Liam Cullen, like I said, I don't care what your wage is. I don't care how good you think you are. To me personally, it's all about performances on the pitch. So far this season, Liam Cullen deserves the start. He's got an important goal, and there's a big assist for Dobra as well. Another man who, as I say, he's fighting with Mundell, keeps doing this though. That shirt will be Dobra's. No, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. That's how I like my team to be ran. You're only as good as your last game. And we're straight in to another highlight. Now, if this is your first time on the channel, you will know what this means. So it is now 1-1 between us and Coventry, which is a shame, you know, because I hate the fact that we've just gone 1-0 up and then bottled the lead straight away. So let's just let this play out. You know, there's no need to commentate. They've already scored. We're already retaking kickoff. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating that we've just conceded so easily after score. Oh, no. Yeah, sorry. For a second there. Hold on a minute. Maybe it's not 1-1. Cullen on the counter-attack. Come on. Normally, that highlight means they've scored straight away. Harvey White goes for goal. I don't care. I don't care that has not gone in, because as long as we're not 1-1 straight away, I don't care. Come on, the Gills. 1-0 still. Mantle picks it up for them. Hugo Lopez. This Coventry team has changed quite a bit. Beto's up front. I mean, they've gone from Ellis Sims to Beto. I guess that's an improvement. Here's Andy Lyons. Come on, Andy, son. What have you got? Deflected ball in. They've only halved out with it. Here's Harvey White. Goes for goal again. And I tell you what, Harvey White this season loves a goal. And that is a great effort. A great effort, but ultimately, I might have to discourage shooting. I already have this. My CDMs just think, I'm going to go for it. And it just never really ends well, but it's okay. It's a good chance. As they're playing out from the back here. Josh Eccles up to Diatta. Yeah, this team has changed a lot. There is an original there with Jada Silva. Come on, lads. Can we pinch it back? Beto goes out wide to Kessler. Beto. Maybe Ellis Sims is better, actually, because that was awful. I'm going to say it properly. Here's Paraganda. I'm going to call him Paraganda. I'm going to call him on the bench in a minute if he does that again. Paraganda lost the ball there. Andy Smith is that. Oh, that is too easy. That is Andy Smith. And as I said, we've got players on the bench that can come on, and there's competition for places. Andy Smith there. That's got to be better. Look how easy this is. Ball over the top. Andy Smith. First rule of defence. He does a pirouette. Completely loses the way the ball is. George Long, no chance really. Beto draws them level. Andy Smith. So there's one. There's one mistake. You know, I'm not just going to take people out willy-nilly, especially my centre-halves, but got to be better there. Got to be a lot better. So has Paraganda on the throw-in here. Over to Masterson. Harvey White. Let's not give the ball away stupid areas, lads. Harvey White, lovely football. Vergara. Paraganda, what a ball that is. Dobra, oh, deserved a goal. Paraganda, really, really nice there. Paraganda, yeah, it is Paraganda. Right, I think I've nailed that one down, lads. Here is Andy Lyons to Raksaki. We've got two Raksakis now. That is Sam on the ball. There's Castledine to Cunha, linking up playing nicely. Harvey White to Paraganda. Harvey White loses the ball too easily, but it's all right. They've actually brought Ellis Sims on now. Oh, God. Here's Harvey White. Ball in. Castledine's flick. Oh, what a goal that is. It looked like it was offside. Huh? It was offside. Doesn't it normally say disallowed goal? Oh, they've sent me a treat. They've absolutely sent me a treat there, haven't they? Oh, my word. Yeah. Yes, I look stupid. I know I do. I thought we'd done it. We haven't. A 1-1 draw is all we shall get against Coventry. It looks so offside. I was waiting for the disallowed goal. Oh, nice one, Lino. You sent me there. But, yeah, we should have won that game, lads. So keep those heads up. But this now is the end of the video. So let's have a look at the fixture schedule and see what we've got in store for the next episode. So there we go. Interesting start to the season. We've done well. We've had a few losses. A couple of draws. I'd say a very mixed bag start, but I'm happy enough with it. So what we shall do is, off camera, I will play this game against Swansea, and then I think we'll play the Sunderland game. Have a couple more games off camera. We'll see what the table's saying. We'll maybe play the Norwich game. And then it looks like Stockport are up there at the minute. We'll have a look at that. But what I want to do is I actually want to get some decent games done. So I want to take us all the way to the start of January, I think. So we're going to get through almost this whole patch of the season here, because this series is now picking up a bit of steam. We're really getting somewhere. So I think that's what we'll do. I think that's what we'll do. If we have any crazy, crazy games, I think I may come back. Can I just say as well, that December is absolutely horrid. Wow. December could be a video on its own. Jesus, that is a horrible December. But yeah, listen. So I guess the thing now is to sort of end off here, I think we should sort of talk about the league and what my aims are for this season. One is to work out the menus. Two is let's look at the table. So we currently sit in 7th place after 7 games, which I think is very decent, to be fair, just outside the playoffs. I mean, remember, let's see if they've changed it. See, 150 to 1. They're already twitching. They're already twitching. But the aims for the season, I would be happy with a mid-table and above finish, because I don't just want to be like, let's just stay up because that's what you should say. No, I think if we finish anywhere from 16th downward, the season's a failure. I think the squad we've got is more than good enough to be pushing mid-table and higher. Ideally, I would love for us to squeeze into the playoffs. But we shall see. There is a long way to go. So, lads, thank you so much for all the support recently. It means a lot. All the comments, etc. Really, really appreciate them. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. Do you want longer episodes, shorter episodes? Let me know. As always, please like, comment, subscribe. It means the world to me. I really want to get to 1,000 subscribers. I really want to get there. I don't think it'll be this year, but I'm hoping by January we can do. So I'm going to keep the content coming more regularly. A few more things coming out as well. I've got a few rebuilds coming with the Football Manager stuff that's working in the background. And I've got some more sort of like ranking content for actual football itself. So stick with me. As always, I will see you on the next one.